I know math is not the Conservative Party of Canada's forte.
And the budget will balance itself.
So,
Minister Fideli, but I so have to thank you because you are an international salesman and you know how to sell Canada better than anybody. Thank you very much.
And of course, I do want to take a moment to recognize the role that the policies that our Prime Minister put in place starting in 2015, when he recognized that the economy and the environment go together, and that a strong climate plan was the foundation of a strong economic plan. That is the path we have been pursuing since then. You see it in the clean electricity that underpins the investment being made today. You see it in the international recognition of Canada's commitment to climate, which we are seeing drives investment and jobs and growth. Honda has a long history of partnership with Canada as a domestic manufacturer, dating all the way back to its first manufacturing plant in 1986, right here in Alliston. Today's investment is a further testament to Canada's long history of friendship, partnership, and collaboration with Japan. Il n'est pas surprenant que cet
It's no surprise that this investment is done right here and right now, when the Prime Minister of Canada and the Premier of Ontario Bloomberg put the class for the first position in electric vehicle battery chain as the first one, which is a great success.
Takes to be a global leader in the full electric vehicle supply chain. We have the raw materials like aluminum, lithium, steel, and nickel. We have a strong manufacturing base, and most important of all, we have the talented, committed, skilled people who know how to mine those materials, then they know how to transform them into fantastic products, including the amazing cars we see here. And I want to offer you a final proof point. In the first 3 quarters of 2023, Canada attracted the very highest per capita foreign direct investment in the G7. And that was before this announcement. So this is just the beginning. With today's announcement, we are again showing the world that now is the time to make major investments in Canada and to get big projects built here. Je suis tellement fière de vous tous.
I'm very proud of all of you, and now I hand over to my colleague and friend Jean-Philippe Champagne.
For once, I can look tall on cameras, so it's great. Good morning, Alliston. Wow, what a morning to be together, and it's obviously a real delight to be celebrating with you all. D'abord, merci Jean-Marc, merci.
Well, first of all, Jean-Marc, thank you for your determination, your passion. You represent Honda Canada. Thank you very much. You have been along with us since the very first days in the achievement of this announcement.
This is big, folks. This is historic. This is a game changer for the country and for the auto sector. As you've heard from the Prime Minister and the Premier, this is on the largest ever investment in the company's 75 years history. This is the largest auto investment in Canadian history, and it's clear evidence that we have the best auto workers in the world. I don't know about you, but I'm sure I like the sound of that. Now, before I get going, I know, and if there's anyone out there who still doubts about Canada, global leadership position when it comes to EV, well, I hope you're watching the press conference today, because today we're telling the world that Canada is the place to be. But before I get started, let me just start with the Prime Minister. Prime Minister, I want everyone to know, every Canadian watching, every Canadian listening today, that it's really thanks to your vision, to your passion and determination, Prime Minister, to make Canada the green manufacturing hub that we can announce today.
And the
that
budget
Canada
will balance
will be
itself.
a leading manufacturing hub for electric vehicles. Prime Minister, I want to give you a big
How many scandals do you think
that we
Trudeau
have
has
the
had?
best
I have
of the
another video
workers
over
in
here
the
showing
world.
how many,
I don't
and
know
it is a
about
lot.
you,
And I think
but
shame
I'm
needs to
sure
be
I
brought
like the
back
sound
into
of
Canada
that.
because he has no shame
Now, before I get
anymore,
going,
and I think it
I
just
know,
trickles down
and
to
if there's
everyone
anyone out
underneath
there
him.
with still doubts
And that's
about
what's really
Canada,
frustrating about
global
Trudeau.
leadership,
And as far as an
position
election
when
is
it comes to
concerned,
EV, well, I hope you're
obviously there
watching
should
the
be
press
one,
conference
should have been
today,
one a year ago.
because
But
today,
do you think it'll
we're
really
telling
be
the
in
world
October
that Canada is the
2025?
place to
Because
be.
his steam,
But
like all he
before
has to
I
do
get
is
started, let me
smile,
just start with the
and
Prime
for the
Minister.
camera, go on his
Prime
vacations.
Minister,
There's going to be
I
a
want
new love
everyone
in
to
his
know,
life coming up,
every Canadian
probably
watching,
because
every
he's so
Canadian
he has
listening
to
today,
because he
that
needs to take attention
it's
away
really
from
thanks
himself.
to your vision,
Anyway, let me know in the
to your
comments what you think.
passion
Let's
and
go back to the video.
determination, Prime Minister, to make Canada the green manufacturing hub that we can announce today, that Canada will be a leading manufacturing hub for electric vehicle. And Prime Minister, I want to give you a big round of applause. You inspire us every day. And it's because of you that today we can see that kind of investment, because you saw, probably before many, that by being a green manufacturing hub, we would be leading the industrial revolution. To my friend and dear colleague, Minister Freeland, without you, the jobs, it's about growth, it's about making history and helping Ontarians. I think, Premier, we reached a new high today, I would say. This is another home run that we have, and thanks to you've always been supporting me and Vic and however we're doing, and saying, guys, go for the, reach the star, go higher, and then we follow what you've said, and we keep on going with that. To my dear friend Vic, my tireless partner, you know what? In my job, I go around the world to attract investment. But Vic has already been there or is about to go there everywhere I go. So this is a real testament to our partnership that we've built. We kind of follow each other in about every city. Mibe-san, to you, our greatest respect. And thank you for your vision. And thank you for your passion. And thank you for your personal involvement. Because you made, because of your personal involvement, this general investment possible, and you trusted Canadian. You trusted Canadian workers, and you trusted us, and we want to be grateful. I still recall, as my colleague said, my discussion with the chairman of UNDA, Kurashi-san, some 2 years ago, in which he told me, and sometimes I speak a lot, he said, I heard you, be patient. I would say this was patience well invested, ladies and gentlemen. 2 years after that, we have now the largest single investment in the history of Honda. To my dear friend, Minister Tassi, to Minister Bertrand Falvey, to Ambassador Yamanuchi, and our colleagues from the Ottawa Caucus and on the Ontario Caucus, thank you for being there with us at every step of the way, because your support has made a huge difference in what we can achieve today for generation. But finally, and more importantly, and it's been said, but I think it's worth repeating, I want to thank the thousands, the generations of UNDA workers. A number of them are here today. It's thanks to your excellence. It's thanks to your hard work. It's thanks to your expertise that we can attract historic investment like that. I can assure you, in my discussion with the chairman, the first thing he said, this is our best plan in the world. So today is a testament to your work, and you deserve a big round of applause. This one is for you, because take that in your heart.
I know math is not the Conservative Party of Canada's forte.
And the budget will balance itself.
So,
You made this possible. Well, obviously, it's a great day to be in Alliston today. I don't think it gets any better than that. And even if you want to see a big smile, what $1 billion smile look like, just look.
And is Chrystia Freeland doing a good job? She is the finance minister and the vice president of Canada. And she is the one that just looks like her head is just spinning when she talks. It's always like trying to drag it on, never answer a question. And maybe they should have this I thought they would always do this. When they ask a question, say, do you mind after you finish it, if you give me 5 seconds to say if you answered it or not for our listeners, because it is so frustrating. Everything is an infomercial with both of them. And that's something that I think needs to be stopped. Maybe the whole Constitution and the human rights and everything needs to be rewritten again. after those two are gone, because this is just frustrating what they're doing. Anyway, let's go back to the video.